State squad coming through the tunnel earlier, with the Warriors faithful anxiously awaiting their arrival on the court. A festive atmosphere inside the building as we bring you Friday Night Basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. Now let's check out the Western Conference standings and see how they look here in December. You look at the Warriors, they're sitting at the top of their conference right now with the #1 record. And check it out, Minnesota, a couple spots down.
Well, I think for the Warriors, I think we all knew they were going to be a dangerous team, but to their credit, they have lived up to those expectations. They're just not a team you want to face right now.
Yeah, and there really hasn't been any feeling out process for them at the start of the season. They were in peak form immediately.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's Conley in at the point guard. And for the Warriors, Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Then there's Draymond Green. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Well, Grant, this is the time of year when these teams are starting to know what they have.
Yeah, B.A., sometimes it takes a while with personnel changes or coaching changes too. But now you have a good chunk of games under your belt and the camaraderie has grown.
Now here's Conley. Really played well against the Clippers in his last game. Pass to Gobert. 4 on the clock. He shoots. Jimmy Butler with a rebound. And it's Butler with the ball for Golden State. And this group has reached rarefied air with the win streak underway. Now up to 21. Unbelievable.
Almost mind-boggling that you could string together brilliant basketball over such a sustained period of time. Think about the focus that they have to bring nightly. Think about the commitment to grinding it out every single night, regardless of your opponent. Just absolutely incredible stuff.
Edwards, no good. Golden State with the ball, and they've been quite a team to watch this season. Check out this stat. Their point differential, +12 this season.
I mean, you got to go back to the early 70s Lakers, Bucks, and the 95-96 Bulls teams to compare what this group has accomplished this season. This team has the makings of one of the most dominant seasons we've ever seen.
Well, the effectiveness of Julius Randle, wherever he is on the floor, the mid-range, one of those tools in the toolbox. Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
Well, Doris, if you're a Wolves fan, you really have to enjoy the present.
Well, think about it. 56-26 last year, their second best record ever. A 3 seed in the West, also their second best ever. As long as they have the Ant-Man, Anthony Edwards, that team should be a factor in the West.
Count the basket.
And that strength and concentration from Anthony Edwards. Yes, there's contact, doesn't bother him.
And that makes him 3 for 4. He's looking good. The Timberwolves have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Conley passes to Gobert. Outside Conley. The 3 is up. Sends it home from three-point land.
You have got to be aware of where Mike Conley is. He's so capable outside the arc.
Pass to Butler. And stolen by Edwards. Here's Randle. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The Warriors have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. And let's honor a terrific player who has worked hard to earn this award. The Western Conference Player of the Month.
And you could not find a more deserving guy for this award. His ability to be whatever his team needs on both ends of the floor is an essential part of their success out there.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, Anthony Edwards, his disposition just brightens a locker room. Coach Chris Finch said he's an absolute joy to coach. Always in a great mood with a great smile. It doesn't matter if he plays well or he doesn't. Every day he has the same approach and the same attitude.
And he wants to be great, Allie. There's no doubt about that. Now here's McDaniels. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Gobert with a screen on Kuminga. McDaniels passes to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
If he's operating in pick and roll, because Rudy Gobert is such a big target, hard to guard him.
There aren't many more dominant defenders in the NBA than Gobert.
Well, that's definitely fair to say, B.A., because his defense has an outsized influence on a game. The inside presence changes an opponent's game plan.
And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. And when you look back at the 2023 draft, the Warriors got great value out of their picks.
Yeah, I mean, they got Podziemski with the 19th pick, a versatile player who impacts the game at both ends. And they also got Trace Jackson Davis late in the second round. And he is a fundamentally sound big man with great upside.
Missed it. 4 for 7 so far in this one.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him.
For 3, Randall. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Three-pointer. And the three-pointer goes. 13 points in the game.
Boy, it seems like every shot he puts up, it's going in. This guy is hot, hot.
Conley passes to DiVincenzo. That one's good, and it's Conley who picks up the assist.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Conley. Now Reed. Back to Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Randall. He takes it in. Uses the glass on the layup. Randall's got his second bucket of the night.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. It's Minnesota up 5. And back in a moment. Both teams changing it up here. Pass to Kuminga. From the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that too.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
On the court for Minnesota. Conley and Ant are the one of the two. Jaden McDaniels out there with Julius Randle. And it's Gobert in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Jackson Davis is checked in for Looney. And the Timberwolves also making a change. DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Edwards. They set the pick. And he's on the money with his first shot today. And the Warriors lead by 5.
I love it. His love for the game couldn't be more obvious. It helps him make a positive impact out on the court. And it also keeps the bench fired up.
Now Gobert. 10 points in his last outing. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Randall. They need this. Kuminga pulls it in.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Jack's up at 3. And Conley grabs the miss. Timberwolves trail by 5. Randall outside. Pass to DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. Now here's Gobert. He's closely guarded. From deep, Conley. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. This game following their win against the Rockets.
And that one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
Well, let's give some credit to the coaching staff as well, recognizing the weaknesses in that defense and going after each one of them.
McDaniels passes to Randall. They double Randall. Out to DiVincenzo. Gobert with a screen on Kuminga. For 3, DiVincenzo knocks it down from distance. DiVincenzo's got 6 points.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. The Warriors on top, leading by just 2. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment.
And we thank you for joining us at halftime. The Golden State Warriors are in a closely contested game.
I like their follow-through on the offensive end, not taking the shots and walking away. They're hunting for those second chance opportunities there, Shaq.
And turning those opportunities into points that they need.
And now, an opportunity to check out the old social media feed. A Desert Dino wrote us and said, what was your go-to post-game ritual when you were on the road?
I'm going to go with redacted, answer not found, try again later. Redacted, answer not found, try again later.
Kenny, what about you?
I'm with Shaq on this one. What happened on the road stays on the road, especially in our era.
And my answer, of course, hey, a good night's sleep. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Curry and Pods make up the backcourt. Then there's Butler, then there's Draymond Green, and that's the group for Steve Kerr as we begin the second half. And it's good. 2 points.
Everyone's focused on Stephen Curry. He's focused on finding the next best shot. What a pretty pass.
Conley passes to Randall. It's Edwards on the wing, defended by Podziemski. Offensive board, outside McDaniels. For 3, Randall. Warriors with the rebound.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Grant, when you look at Draymond Green's career, you think he's going to the Hall of Fame?
You know, B.A., I believe so. He's won multiple titles, and we know how impactful he has been as a defender and distributor especially. I think we'll see him in Springfield one day.
Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Now Conley. Three-pointer. Minnesota again missing.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. Edwards driving, and Edwards slams it in.
Combination of size and athleticism makes Anthony Edwards so tough to check on the drive. Good luck and good night.
Graham, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, B.A., from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
Payton's checked in for the Warriors. Hield comes in for Curry. Pass to Edwards. Takes a 3. Edwards making it look so easy from deep.
Every aspect of Anthony Edwards' game is on display. This guy has been cooking from the outset.
Count that bucket. He's got 25.
A nice start to the third. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves, no doubt, a team to be reckoned with. Coach Chris Finch said, we come in every single night and compete. No matter what the circumstances are, we expect to win. We root for each other, so I feel like we have all the makings of a tough team.
And they have reason to be confident, Allie. Thank you. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. It's good.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Timberwolves trail by 4. Conley looking for an opening. Pass to Randall. Hield against Edwards. 6 to shoot. Rebounded by Green. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Hield. Podziemski with it. Launches it. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Randall outside. Driving in. And it's Randall with the jam.
Wow, Julius Randle getting downhill and leaves no doubt.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the 3rd. Connects from downtown. Podziemski's got 10 points in the game.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Here's Randall. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good.
Such a tough proposition guarding Julius Randle in that area. This guy is capable on the interior.
And it really feels like the chemistry of this Timberwolves team has taken a step forward.
And B.A., you know this. Winning always enhances that energy and chemistry. But beyond that, this is a roster full of players that have had individual success, and now they're hungry and thirsty for team success, because that's the true measure.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Clark comes in for McDaniels. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Anthony Edwards. And it's DiVincenzo in for Conley. Nails it from 3.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Randall is screen on heel. DiVincenzo finds Clark. Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Randall. Clark outside. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Hield. The Warriors lead by 4. They set the pick. From downtown. That shot is off. Randall outside. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Randall's got 10 points in just the second half.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
That concludes the 3rd quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. The Warriors on top, up by 2. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your team.
Both teams making substitutions here. On the court for the Timberwolves. Ed is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard position.
A huge shot. His three-point shooting has been outstanding tonight.
Yeah, he's done more work outside the arc than inside it, and that's not going to change now. They'll ride his long-range game all the way to the end of this one.
And the layup is good off the glass. Now it's a 3-point Warrior lead.
Well, so great when your offense produces a shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes easier.
Here's Edwards. Offensive rebound. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Oh, ferocious from Gobert.
Rudy Gobert is so competitive. Doesn't want to let a big moment go by. Nicely done.
Here he goes. And he banks in the layup. 37 points for him.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
Now here's Edwards, defended by Podziemski. In transition, here come the Warriors. They get it again. Takes the 3. fires in the triple.
They are unconscious from outside, and so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. And the Warriors making a switch here. Looney's checked in. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. And they were blunt with their team, telling them if they want to win, the comeback has to start right now. They can't waste any possessions. Plus, they told the players, we need some stops. A very direct way to communicate, Brian.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. 41 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Oh, what tremendous focus to absorb the contact and find a way there to finish.
Here's Edwards.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip. We know this about Anthony Edwards. He is fearless in these moments. That's a big-time clutch delivery.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Minnesota calls timeout. 26 seconds left in the final quarter. .26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. For three, Randall, and he sinks it. And now they trail by just 4.
Great dime by Gobert. Scans the floor well to find his teammates.
And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. Edwards finds Randall from deep three-point land. Edwards, no good. And an intentional foul right there.
Julius Randle. Fourth personal foul. 15 foul.
So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6.
2 shots.
Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Edwards, that's good. And so the big win by Golden State in a tight game. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game. They overcame every one.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. We'll see you later.